You are listening to the Audio Information Network of Colorado. This recording is intended to be used solely by individuals with barriers to print.
Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News, read from Audiophile Magazine. My name is Sarah, and I have the latest edition of Audiophile Magazine in my hot little hands, so we shall have a look at what exciting picks are coming up for us in audiobook titles, starting with Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo, read by Daniele Rodriguez del Orbe, Elizabeth Acevedo, and Sixta Morel. Young adult award winner Acevedo's adult debut concerns the women of a Dominican-American family, one of whom has the power to predict when someone will die. It's available unabridged from Harper Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-006-3207295 for $27.99, release date August 1st. Cassiel's Servant by Jacqueline Carey, read by Owen Finley. Carey returns to the beloved fantasy world of Kushiel's legacy and focuses on Jocelyn of the Castleline Brotherhood. It's available unabridged from Macmillan Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-125-0901194 for $32.99, release date August 1st. Tom Lake by Anne Patchett, read by Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep narrates this new novel from Patchett about a mother's romance with a famous actor before her children were born. Available unabridged from Harper Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-006-3327559 for $27.99, release date August 1st. Congratulations, the best is over. Essays by R. Eric Thomas, read by R. Eric Thomas. New essays from the author of Here For It, which we called funny and heartfelt. Available unabridged from Random House Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3739884 for $17.50. Books on Tape as the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3739891 for $66.50, release date August 8th. Prophet by Helen MacDonald and Sin Blaché, reader to be announced. A noir sci-fi queer romance from Irish musician Sin Blaché and the author of H is for Hawk. Available unabridged from Recorded Books. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-170-5096406 for $29.99, release date August 8th. The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride, read by Dominic Hoffman. A new novel from the author of Deacon King Kong about the interconnected lives of the residents of a small community. Available unabridged from Penguin Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3684122 for $25, also as CD. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3684139 for $95, release date August 8th. The Invisible Hour by Alice Hoffman, read by Jessie Mueller. A girl raised in a Massachusetts cult makes a connection with the Scarlet Letter and author Nathaniel Hawthorne. Available unabridged from Simon & Schuster Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-179-7154800 for $19.84. Release date August 15th. I'm Not Done With You Yet by Jessie Q. Sutanto, read by Yuli Alice Shen, Saskia Marleveld, Liana Bertrand, and Eunice Wong. Sutanto pivots from cozies with this psychological thriller. It's available unabridged from Penguin Audio, Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3626153 for $20. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3626160 for $76. Release date August 22nd. Stunt Boy In Between Time by Jason Reynolds, read by Guy Lockhart, Niall Bullock, Angel Peon, and a full cast. Stunt Boy In the Meantime was a standout, so we have high hopes for this sequel. It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, unabridged, recommended for ages 8 and up. Trade edition CD, ISBN 978-179-715-0574 for $24.99. Also available as digital download. Release date August 29th. Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas, read by Jose Nateros and Krista Gonzalez. Take the Mexican-American War and add vampires. Available unabridged from Penguin Audio, trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3684283 for $22.50. Books on Tape as a library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3684290 for $95. Release date August 29th. Learned by Heart by Emma Donoghue, read by Jerome Arcerio. Based on the real-life Anne Lister's journals, a historical novel about two girls who fall in love at a boarding school in 1800s York, England. Available unabridged from Hachette Audio. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-166-8629376 for $24.99. Also as CD. Release date August 29th. Holly by Stephen King, read by Justine Loop. Holly Gibney, who has appeared in earlier King novels, gets the spotlight. Justine Loop, who played Holly in the Mr. Mercedes TV series, narrates. Available unabridged from Simon & Schuster Audio. Trade edition CD, ISBN 978-179-7161402 for $44.99. Also digital download. Release date September 5th. Up Home, One Girl's Journey by Ruth J. Simmons, read by Ruth J. Simmons. In this memoir, Simmons chronicles her journey to becoming president of Smith College and Brown University and beyond. Available unabridged from Random House Audio. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3677520 for $20. Books on Tape as a library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3677537 for $76. Release date September 5th. The Raging Storm, Matthew Venn, Book 3 by Anne Cleeves, read by Jack Alden. Detective Matthew Venn is back, and so is narrator Jack Alden. Available unabridged from Macmillan Audio, trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-125-0910301 for $26.99. Release date September 5th. The Fraud by Zadie Smith, reader to be announced. Smith's new historical novel concerns a trial that captured the public's interest in Victorian England. It's available unabridged from Penguin Audio. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-8776 for $25. Books on Tape has the library edition. Digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-8783 for $95. Release date September 9th. The Longmire Defense, Walt Longmire, Book 19 by Craig Johnson, read by George Goodell. More Wyoming crimes, more reckoning of the past in this latest Longmire adventure. Available unabridged from Recorded Books. Library edition, CD, ISBN 978-170-502-3549 for $39.99. Also available as MP3 or digital download. Release date September 5th. The Vaster Wilds by Lauren Groff, read by January Lavoie. A servant girl escapes from a colonial settlement and sets off into the wilderness. Available unabridged from Penguin Audio. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-8967 for $22.50. Also a CD. Books on Tape has the library edition. Digital download ISBN 978-059-378-8974 for $95. Release date September 12th. Normal rules don't apply. Stories by Kate Atkinson, reader to be announced. A collection of interconnected stories from the author of Shrines of Gaiety in transcription. Available unabridged from Random House Audio. Trade edition digital download ISBN 978-059-374-9043 for $20. Books on Tape has the library edition digital download ISBN 978-059-374-9050 for $66.50. A Nobleman's Guide to Seducing a Scoundrel by K.J. Charles, reader to be announced. The second book in the Doomsday Books series follows the fortunes of smuggler Luke Doomsday and the new Earl of Oxney. Available unabridged from Dreamscape. Trade edition digital download for $48.99. Release date September 19th. And finally, here we go, I'm excited about this one. The Last Devil to Die by Richard Osman, read by Fiona Shaw. Narrator Fiona Shaw returns for this fourth outing for the Thursday Murder Club series, with more mysteries to solve. It's available unabridged from Penguin Audio. Trade edition digital download ISBN 978-059-378-9575 for $22.50. Books on Tape has the library edition. Digital download ISBN 978-059-378-9582 for $95. Release date September 19th. And just to show that summer ain't over yet, Audiophile Magazine is providing us with 4 big summer listen reviews, so let's take a look. Starting with Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, read by Helen Laser. Helen Laser gives a mesmerizing performance in this poignant novel about race censorship and the capriciousness of social media. When June Hayward and Athena Liu get together to celebrate Athena's success as an Asian writer, the night goes incredibly wrong. Athena ends up dead, and June ends up with Athena's manuscript. Laser's inflections accurately portray retiring June and her confident, classy nemesis, Athena. Ensuing events include June's rise to fame and subsequent descent into guilt and delusions amid social media fallout and increasing accusations of theft and cultural appropriation. Laser captures all of it with compelling crispness that brings out the novel's themes. This is a riveting production of a thrilling and thought-provoking story. And, narrator Helen Laser says, it was a delight to embody this villainous antagonist. To declare awful things with complete lack of self-awareness and deep-seated indignance and privilege was my honor. Totally thrilling and squeamishly satisfying. It's available from Harper Audio, 8.75 hours unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-006-3250864 for $27.99. Warrior Girl Unearthed by Angeline Boulley, read by Isabella Starr LeBlanc. Isabella Starr LeBlanc, a Sisseton Wahpeton Dakota narrator, accurately delivers native intonations and rhythms while narrating a second book about an indigenous heroine from Sugar Island, Michigan. 16-year-old Perry Firekeeper Birch is often compared unfavorably to her anxious, academically driven, compliant twin. LeBlanc portrays Perry's growth after she's forced into a summer internship. She captures Perry's development from a reticent and resentful teen to a warrior girl who is dedicated to defending her Ojibwe ancestors by repatriating their artifacts and remains. She also vows to stand up to racial prejudice, tribal politics, and the victimization of young women. Then she becomes caught up in a murder investigation, a heist, and a kidnapping. LeBlanc excels at weaving a gripping plot, Perry's snarky wisdom, and a lyrical blend of languages. And narrator Isabella Starr LeBlanc says, "From the first chapters of Warrior Girl Unearthed, it felt like coming home. As a narrator, it was a treat to return to this world, but this time through new eyes or voice." It's available from Macmillan Audio, 11.5 hours long, unabridged, recommended for ages 14 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0877277 for $26.99. Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C., read by Jennifer Lim and Justin Chen. Jennifer Lim's immersive narration takes listeners to 15th century China for a fictional account of the life of a woman doctor, Tan Yunxian. In an era when well-born women existed solely to produce heirs, Yunxian was trained by her grandparents, both doctors, to treat the illnesses of women. Her grandmother also encouraged friendship with the daughter of a local midwife, and after her marriage, Yunxian is devastated when her mother-in-law forbids her continued relationship with Mei Ling, as well as her practice of healing the women in the family. Lim's restrained performance captures all the fascinating, if disturbing, details of bound feet, eunuchs, deadly diseases, and the courtly intrigue surrounding aristocratic life during the Ming Dynasty. The foreword and afterword are authentically narrated by Justin Chen. And narrator Jennifer Lim says, "Narrating this book was a pure delight, immersed in a vivid world of female empowerment and resilience. I found myself captivated by the experiences of the women of that era." It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, 13 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-179-7150345 for $24.99, also as CD. The Art Thief, a true story of love, crime, and a dangerous obsession, by Michael Finkel, read by Edoardo Ballerini, with a note by Michael Finkel. Michael Finkel narrates the opening of this memorable portrait of Stefan Breitwieser, the sly European thief who pilfered nearly $2 billion in art objects, treasures he and his girlfriend hoarded in his mother's attic. Finkel's investigative role provides context and perspective, while narrator Edoardo Ballerini performs his customary magic, enhancing the narrative's strengths and minimizing its shortcomings. Breitwieser's story is dramatic, highly cinematic, but ultimately sad. The thief evolves into a compulsive loser, and the narrative slides towards a dead end. Here one appreciates Ballerini's skill and artistry, which sustain momentum over the sloughs. Here, too, one appreciates the author's return to acknowledge the many curators, investigators, and journalists who generously assisted him, leaving us with the story's focus on recovery and restoration rather than loss. And narrator Edoardo Ballerini says, "As the son of an art historian, I read Michael Finkel's Art Thief with particular fascination. This true crime story of the world's most prolific art thief is sure to delight not just art lovers, but anyone who loves a good story well told." It's available from Random House Audio, 5.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-1696 for $22.50. Books on Tape has the library edition. Digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-1702 for $57. And now let's move on to some other fiction titles, starting with The Disenchantment by Celia Bell, read by Madeline Leslie. Madeline Leslie's appealing voice draws listeners into 17th century Paris and the world of abused wife, Baroness Marie Catherine, her lover Victoire, and the seemingly limitless decadence of posh Parisian nobility. Aristocrats and servants alike dabble in the occult, so when Marie Catherine's brutish husband is murdered, the police expect to find his killer among the corrupt priests, fortune-tellers, and poisoners scattered about Paris. Within this convoluted mystery, Marie Catherine weaves wonderful fairy tale-like stories to distract her children. Leslie's French is impeccable, and her storytelling skills are masterful. Whether dealing with forbidden passion, repressed women, or murder, Leslie navigates the elegant soirees and intellectual salons, as well as the artist's garrets of Paris's seamier side, in a performance that lights up the City of Lights. It's available from Random House Audio, 14.5 hours, unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-366-9235 for $22.50. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-366-9242 for $95. The Postcard by Anne Berest, translated by Tina Cover, read by Barry Kealoha. Barry Kealoha delivers an absorbing performance of Anne Berest's stunning autobiographical novel exploring her family's tragic yet resilient heritage. It begins in 2003 with the delivery of a postcard to the Berest Paris home bearing the name of 4 relatives who died in Auschwitz. 15 years later, Anne decides to investigate the family's fate, including their flight from Russia after World War I and journeys to Latvia, Palestine, and Paris. Kealoha delivers the powerful result with admirable clarity and excellent pacing that fully draw in the listener without over-dramatizing. Her pronunciation of French is more careful than fluent, but is always correct. And while characters sometimes sound alike, Kealoha creates informative audio portraits of the most important personalities that engage us fully in their destiny. It's available from Europe Editions, 13.25 hours unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download for $20.97. The Late Americans by Brandon Taylor, read by Kevin R. Free. Kevin R. Free delivers a dazzling performance of a novel that centers around contemporary artists living in Iowa City. Poets, writers, and musicians sit around at parties, in bars, and at cafes, discussing what it means to be an artist. Their social lives are deliciously messy as they fall in and out of love, seeking companionship to rid themselves of their loneliness. Free's narration moves among the viewpoints of the main characters with ease, creating a distinct voice for each one. As is the case for all the best narrators, his performance is completely engrossing. He perfectly embodies the characters, expressing every inch of their humanity. His voice carries so much emotion, capturing characters' inner lives and dialogue as they're consumed by love, jealousy, and obsession. It's available from Penguin Audio, 9.25 hours unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3671801 for $20. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3671818 for $76. This Bird Has Flown by Susanna Hoffs, read by Susanna Hoffs and Juliet Stevenson. A struggling musician's rollicking adventure across the pond is made all the more vibrant thanks to the dynamic dual narration of Susanna Hoffs and Juliet Stevenson. Hoffs takes on the role of Jane Start, a one-hit wonder no one remembers. Hoffs' expressive tone evokes Jane's messy and chaotic life as she jets off to London where she unexpectedly meets the love of her life. Stevenson pops in to provide dialogue for the gaggle of friends and colleagues who are helping Jane get her life back on track. Stevenson does outstanding accent work, including an excellent portrayal of the guarded yet debonair professor who catches Jane's eye. This fun audio features a variety of musical interludes to guide listeners to each chapter. It's available from Hachette Audio, 12.5 hours long unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-166-8619728 for $27.99. The Making of Another Major Motion Picture Masterpiece by Tom Hanks, read by Tom Hanks, Peter Geraghty, Natalie Morales, Ego Nwodim, Nassim Pedrad, Connor Ratliff, Holland Taylor, Rita Wilson, and a full cast. Tom Hanks brings his star quality to performing his digressive story about the 75-year transition of a 1940s comic book into a contemporary superhero movie. The audiobook covers so many levels of detail that the listener may get a little lost. Ultimately, the story of a flamethrower-wielding Marine from World War II who evolves into a movie superhero is well worth the journey, including the detours. Hanks does most of the heavy lifting, aided by a ton of actor friends who add luster to the story. Egon Wodim from Saturday Night Live is particularly adept as Al McTeer, the almost superhuman assistant who proves to be indispensable to the production of the film. The audiobook includes a PDF of simulated comics from the work, a nice touch. Available from Random House Audio, 16 hours unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-363-5407 for $27.50, also available as CD. Books on Tape has the library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-363-5414 for $95. And that is me out of time, so thank you for joining us for Audiobook News. My name is Sarah.
If you enjoyed this program, please register for our free services at www.aincolorado.org or by calling 303-786-7777.